This is a great way to make the first steps into environment design, because all you need to do is look at your favorite movies, asking yourself what makes this frame good, analyzing the frame, and then trying to use the structure without copying the frame. So the analysis actually makes sense. Okay, so homework was to analyze a film study, taking the composition and making your own painting. I like what you tried to do here with the mountain, and it works. So compositionally, if I would flip it, it would still work because I have a very strong contrast here. What I like is that you did the framing well and that you did the dark versus light. So you basically did a dark element here and the light sky behind, which shows me you understood the principle, which is good. So now what I would like to see is that you would try to use this horizontal composition we have a bit more. So everything here is basically compressed in a very horizontal way, right? So we have these two masses compressing information, and then we have this rhythm here, this interesting melody of stuff. And there's the focal point here, right? And then we have this again. So this is like a melody. No, this is not the same stuff all the time. It's different. So if you would be able to do that, to use it for this image, then I would be 100% happy. So what we can do first is we could, for example, try to use sky here. For that. Then we use this rock here. This here will be completely dark because we want the compression of things. Now we could think about how do we move this up here. So maybe, and I would move it up like that. And now we use the ground, so to speak, to bring in the compression from below. Basically using this composition to recreate the rhythm, the structure of the composition we studied. You see what is happening? We take this away now. This becomes a completely different image. And we now can really make sure that this will be our focal point. So we try to use the structure of the composition. And I actually forgot to make this here. So basically, like this was the frame we would use. And this was a super simplistic analysis of this, right? And all we need to do is to analyze contrast, placement and elements and framing, and then looking for rhythm, because rhythm is really, really important, okay? And it's really got completely forgotten when people make images. And all we need to do is, like, you did it already in a way that you try to think about that, which makes me happy, because like this is really the first time for you doing environments. And you really grow a lot right now. The more stuff you do, the better you get with your environments. But you need to make sure that you use the full structure of the analysis. Now, this could be something like, this is basically closer to us, to the viewer. This could be like someone is walking towards this environment or is looking for something. There is this huge dark cloud. It's foreshadowing something bad happening, you know? So this looks like a alien planet, you know, like a kind of desert environment. What we know as desert, but it's kind of bluish, purplish in a way, which is kind of cool. So now that this is the base, we could now take this as a thumbnail. Like I already have so many different ideas I could put in. Like we could make a character, we can make spaceships, and we can make a caravan, and we can make someone like being here looking out for something. There's so many possibilities, okay? And this is the next step. So now we did the analysis, we did our thumbnail, and now we have the thumbnail, we use it to add story. And if it works, we can basically make a giant painting out of it because we just scale this up. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. If you also want to get mentored by me, make sure to check out my website, janusz-art.zone, and apply for the mentorship. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao, ciao.